Good morning children. Once again welcome to online class. So you know that we are in lockdown days. So we are doing the classes from our house itself. So far I have started with the chemistry lesson, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. So two topics I have completed already in the previous videos, that is nothing but the types of fibers and types of synthetic fibers. So today I am going to start with the polyester and acrylic.
Okay children, let's begin with polyester. So how we studied about the rayon and nylon, this is also one type of fiber that is man-made. It is a polyester. Polyester. Poly is nothing but many. Esters are the chemicals, means they are made up of some chemicals, repeating units. So called as esters. So esters are the chemical which give fruits and smell. So fabrics are sold by names like polycot, polywool, terrycot, etc. As the name suggests, these are made by mixing two types of fibers. Polycot is a mixture of polyester and cotton. So polywool is a mixture of polyester and wool. So polyester is another synthetic fiber. So fabric made from this fiber does not wrinkle easily. So polyester is a alcohol and organic acid react together to make compounds called esters, which are polymers only. So polyesters come under the brand names of Terylene, Dacron, Terene and polyester. Okay. So next we'll start with the properties of polyester. So properties of polyesters, that means it dries quickly and it is easy to wash, does not shrink or stretch, and it forms a permanent crease of if heated and pressed, and it is tough, light weight and elastic, and it is resistant to pest and chemical. So these are some properties. It is quite suitable for making dress material also. And one more property is that is nothing but about the terylene. Terylene is a popular polyester. Okay, it can be drawn into very fine fiber that can be woven like any other yarn. Okay, so PET is also one familiar form of polyester. Okay, so these are some properties of polyester, children. Okay. Next comes, children, uses of polyester. So polyester is used in making magnetic audio and video cassettes and floppy disk also, and it is used in highly suitable for shirting, suiting, saris and draperies. And third thing, it is used and it is mixed with the fiberglass for molding it into helmets, protective sheets and hulls in boats. And it is also used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires and many other useful products. I hope you have heard about the PET. PET is a familiar form of polyester. PET is nothing but the bottles or the jars which they are used for the storage of grains and all in the kitchen. I hope you have seen in your kitchen also. Your mom will be using. Those are called as PET. PET is a nothing but it is made up of polyester. Okay. So these are some uses of polyester. So we have learnt about the properties of polyester and uses of polyester also. Yes, children. Next is acrylic. So we wear sweaters and use shawls or blankets in the winter, isn't it? Yes, many of these are actually not made from natural wool. So this is nothing but the artificial wool, or it is substitute for wool. It is nothing but the acrylic. So it is called as acrylic. So acrylic is often used as a substitute for wool. So acrylic fibers are strong and wrinkle resistant. It is easy to wash and dries quickly. So it is resistant to moths, oils, chemicals and deterioration on exposure to sunlight. So these are prepared from another type of synthetic fiber, that is nothing but acrylic. So the wool obtained from natural source is quite expensive, whereas cloths made from acrylic are little bit cheap relatively compared to the wool. Okay, so they are available in a variety of colors also. So synthetic fibers are more durable and affordable, which takes them more popular than natural fibers. I hope you have already performed an activity that is nothing but when the synthetic fibers, when you burn synthetic fibers, you find that their behavior is different from that of natural fibers. So you must have noticed that synthetic fibers melt on heating. This is actually a disadvantage of synthetic fibers. If the cloths catch fire, it can be disastrous. So the fabric melts and sticks to the body of the person who is wearing it. So we should therefore not wear synthetic cloths while working in the kitchen or in the laboratory. Okay, so synthetic fibers are prepared by a number of processes using raw materials of petroleum origin called petrochemicals. So this is about acrylic, children. Okay. Next, children, we have properties of acrylic. So it is resistant to moths. Second one is soft with creams and resembling wool. As I told you, it is a substitute of wool, and it is durable, light and washable, and it is very strong and resistant, and also available in sheets, and it can be dyed in different colors. Dyed in different colors means it can be given different colors. So these are the some properties of acrylic. Okay, children. Next, children, we have uses of acrylic. So acrylic is used in knitting wool, which is good for baby wears because they are soft, warm and washable. As I told you that it is a substitute of wool, and it is used for making artificial fur, blankets, carpets and etc. And it is used for transparent type of acrylic is also used to cover automobile lights, lenses, surgical tools, etc. Okay, so these are some uses of acrylic, children. Yes, children. So far we have finished with the polyester, properties of polyester, uses of polyester, acrylic and properties of acrylic and uses of acrylic. So now we will start with the blending fibers. Blending fibers are nothing but the terling and cotton blend known as terrycot is used for making dress materials. So terling and wool blend is known as terry wool, which is used as a substitute for costly woolen cloths. Polyester and cotton blend is more crease or resistant. So acrylic and wool blend trousers are less expensive. Okay, children. So let's see some advantages of synthetic fibers also, children. Synthetic fibers are strong, so they can take up heavy things easily. Synthetic fibers retain their original shape, so it is easy to wash and wear. So can easily be stretched out, means they are in the form of elastic, so that they can easily be stretched out. So and they are very soft also. Synthetic fibers are generally soft, so they are used in clothing materials. Varieties of colors are also available as they are manufactured, and cloths made by synthetic fibers are generally cheaper than those made by natural fibers. As I told you all, wool and silk are natural fibers which are very expensive. So substitute of wool is nothing but acrylic, and substitute of silk is rayon. I told you in the previous video also. So clothes made by synthetic fibers are generally cheaper than those made by the natural fibers. These are some advantages of synthetic fibers, children. Next, children, we have some disadvantages of synthetic fibers. So disadvantages are nothing but it does not absorb moistures. Synthetic fibers do not absorb sweat, trapping heat in our body. Synthetic fibers may give a rough feel, making it unsuitable for pyjamas, underwear, etc. It is dangerous to wear near fire as they catch fire easily, and they cannot be ironed as they melt very easily. So these are some disadvantages of synthetic fibers. So till here we have completed about the synthetic fibers, children. In the next video I am going to start with the plastics. I hope you have understood, children. So whatever the queries you have, you can contact me in the given number and in the given time. Okay, children? Thank you.